2025 has been a great year for football. From PSG winning their first ever Champions League, to Chelsea pulling off an upset and winning the Club World Cup, to also Arsenal's dominance in the Premier League with their haram ball corner tactics. Okay, I don't think that was a fun part of 2025. But still, before we get into 2026 with all the World Cup hype, I want to take a look back into 2025 and pick my best 11 players that I enjoyed the most watching. So yeah, this is going to be my team of the year. And just a disclaimer, I'm going to be picking players based on my opinion, my ball knowledge. So I may offend you if I pick a player that you guys don't like. Don't get angry. Just let me know in the comments. Pick your 2025 team of the year down there. Also, by the way, FIFA just announced their best 11 for 2025. And what a diabolical team this is. No Rafinha. Who invited Bellingham in here? Palmer as well. Even Van Dijk's inclusion, I would say, is a bit sus. I think my team of the year is definitely going to be better than this.
You sure about that?
Now, the first player I'm picking in probably my favorite midfielder of 2025. And to think he was a Man United reject. People made memes about this guy. But when he joined Napoli, he showed the McSauce. Of course, I'm talking about Scott McTominay. Bro, if you watch some of his goals at Napoli, you'd think he's like Maradona's son or something. Like, it's just incredible. Bro's been doing bicycle kicks, long shots. He's just been unstoppable. In his first season for Napoli, he won the Serie A Player of the Year as well. And I know I could have put Declan Rice in there too instead of him. Hey, McTominay won a trophy. And he was just incredible. And what a story as well. As I said, it's my team of the year. And McTominay gets in. Now, I might be getting a bit controversial with the goalkeeper position. Because based on trophies, probably this should be Donnarumma. Won literally everything for PSG. But then surprisingly got kicked out by Luis Enrique. And at Man City, he's been alright. I guess if he didn't get humiliated and kicked out of PSG like that, I would have put him in the team. Instead, I feel like there's another goalkeeper who's been just as incredible in terms of performance. I'm talking about Juan Garcia. First half of this year, he spent his time at Espanyol, and we know just how bad they are. They're literally a punching bag for all the other La Liga teams. But despite that, Juan Garcia made ridiculous saves, got voted as the best goalkeeper in La Liga. For him to win that award over Courtois or Black is actually crazy. And then, of course, he got his big move to Barcelona. And already Barca fans have completely forgotten about this stake. And that's how good Juan Garcia is. Now, okay, I am a bit biased because I'm a Barca fan. But hey, this is my team of the year. Juan gets in. Now, to pick my favorite left back of the year, I was first thinking about Cucurella. Who remembers his stupid song about Holland after he won the Euros? But nah, he's actually been class for Chelsea. But I think if I pick anyone other than Nuno Mendes over here, people are going to lose their minds. And to be fair, what a season as Nuno had. Incredible for PSG. And then even better for Portugal as they won the Nations League. I mean, he's literally had a perfect year. You can't fault it. And he's so fun to watch with that ridiculous pace he's got. And trust me, boys, he's not going to be the only PSG player in this team. We're going to have quite a few more. Now I want to go into the attack to pick a player that I feel throughout this year has been ignored, disrespected. Of course, I'm talking about Rafinha. The season he had, Champions League top goal scorer. Just the sheer numbers were absolutely outrageous, but only 5th in the Ballon d'Or rankings. Now, I'm not saying he deserved to win it. 100% Dembele deserved it, but I think Rafinha deserved to be in the top 3. He had the season, he had the stats. But the nail in the coffin was that FIFA team of the year that I just showed you guys. How did Rafinha not get in it? There was Cole Palmer in there, Jude Bellingham. They've not had the best of years. Rafinha has had probably the greatest year he'll ever have. It still makes me angry thinking about it, man. It's so sad that he got robbed like this. But that's why he is going to get a spot in my team of the year. He was so fun to watch in 2025, and I'm hoping he'll take that into the World Cup as well. But so far, boys, my team of the year is coming along nicely. Now, if you're enjoying the videos, make sure to subscribe. It really helps a lot. And now let's start picking on defenders. And it's funny because I'm about to pick a defender that's not won a single trophy in 2025, but I feel he deserves it just because how underrated he is and how good he is as well. Everybody talks about William Saliba as the Rolls-Royce defender for Arsenal. And don't get me wrong, he's very good. But I want people to put some respect on Gabriel's name. I think he's just as good, if not a little bit better. I do feel like he does have an aggression problem, but at his best, I don't think there are many players that can get past him. He's had an incredible year for Arsenal. Maybe in 2026, he'll crown it with the Premier League trophy. But yeah, he does get into my team of the year. And the other centre-back spot is kind of tricky, because I was tempted to go with VVD. Won the Premier League for Liverpool, but they didn't really have a good Champions League. And this season, Liverpool have been really meh. And I don't think this has been like Van Dijk's standout year. It's not like 2019 where he was just unplayable. So, yup, I'm not gonna pick him. I think Inigo Martinez deserves a mention. Outstanding for Barcelona. And I probably would have put him in the team if he hadn't left for Al Nassr. But instead, I feel it's time to go back to PSG and pick Willian Pacho. I'll be honest, boys. Before this season, I had never heard of this guy. But the Ecuadorian centre-back has made sure that everybody knows who he is. A treble with PSG. Rock solid at the back. He was crucial. And not only for his club, even for his country, Pacho has been outstanding. Like, bro, he legit helped Ecuador finish second in the standings, above even Brazil. I also feel like I need to give an honorable mention to Bastoni for that final destruction he endured. That seals the deal for Pacho. And the PSG trend continues in right back because we're putting in Hakimi. Again, just an incredible player. His numbers from right back, simply sensational. In fact, he's the highest rated player we've ever had in the right back position at 89. Higher than the likes of Philip Lahm, Dani Alves, which I don't know if should be the case, but hey, Hakimi's numbers do back him up. Now, I did think of putting Jules Koundé instead. He too had a pretty awesome year, but with the amount of goals Barca concede, it's kind of hard to put any defender from Barcelona in here. By the way, I just realized not a single Real Madrid player in this team. And to be honest, I don't think we're going to have anyone. Maybe Kylian Mbappe in the striker spot? We'll check that out once we get there. For now, let's complete the midfield. Now, I am going to be a bit biased with this next pick, but I cannot build my team of the year without Pedri, a magician on the pitch. And also, boys, what a season he had. Now, don't go looking at Pedri's numbers, because that's not how you evaluate a player like him. You got to use the eye test, bro. Just watch him play football, and you'll realize how good he is. He also did win La Liga, semi-finals of the Champions League, so he did have a great year. I think he deserves to be in the team of the year. But now for this final midfield spot, we've got a bit of a battle. I have two PSG players who are fighting for this spot. One of them is João Neves, who's shown just how versatile he can be by even playing at right back. But João Neves is not going to make this team because we've got his PSG teammate in Vitinha. Again, he's a player that I would say is very similar to Pedri, a maestro on the pitch, and the way he transformed that PSG midfield. And also for Portugal in the Nations League. In fact, I'm not putting all these PSG players in this team because, you know, they won trophies. They were so fun to watch with all the attacking play they had. And Vitinha even finished third in the Ballon d'Or rankings. Of course, I was going to put him in my team of the year. But now we got just two spots left. And let's start with the striker spot, where I did mention Kylian Mbappe. In terms of number of goals, he's had the most in 2025. But there's one problem. He didn't win La Liga, and I don't think his first half of the year was that good. Nations League as well, he couldn't get the job done. Don't get me wrong, he's carrying Real Madrid, who are really struggling, with Xabi Alonso as a new coach trying to figure things out. And next year, we might be seeing the return of World Cup Mbappe. For 2025, I'm going to exclude him from this team. And yes, I guess that does mean there's not going to be a single Madrid player in here. But I don't think you guys can call me biased for that. 2025 has not been the year for Real Madrid. Maybe 26 will be.
Come on, man.
So the question is, if not Mbappe, then who? Harry Kane? Again, deserves a shout at least, but no. This spot, I feel, has to go for the current Ballon d'Or winner, Ousmane Dembele. I mean, what a story. Probably the story of 2025. Dembele, who was riddled with all the injury and ambulance memes, whose career kind of seemed finished at Barca, moves to PSG, reinvents himself, becomes a pressing machine, puts up incredible numbers, and then takes home the Ballon d'Or. I mean, who would have thought that Dembele would win the Ballon d'Or before Mbappe? What a story, what a season. 100% he's in my team of the year. And now to complete this squad, we've got the right wing position. I know you could say maybe Saka deserves a shoe-in. I would say maybe Desiree Doué, Kvicha Kvaratskhelia. But come on, guys. Of course, I'm going to be picking the baby goat, Lamine Yamal, Barcelona's number 10. Probably the most talented player in football right now individually. He finished second in the Ballon d'Or rankings. I don't think he deserved it. It was Dembele's award. But come on, when you watch Lamine Yamal on the pitch, that performance against Inter, even though Barca got knocked out, it was football heritage. And just overall, watching this young 17-year-old explode onto the scene, it was something special. And it would be rude not to put him into my team of the year. And now this this does not look good. I've got like 4 Barcelona players in here. But come on, man. They had a good year. We still have more PSG players in here. 5 in total. But that's it, boys. That is my team of the year. Now, of course, I'm gassed to play a game with my team of the year. But we gotta have a crazy forfeit. If I lose, I will discard this entire team. The complete team of the year, worth over 2.5 million coins, will be discarded. But all right, boys, I don't feel pressure. We ain't discarding anyone.
Pressure? What pressure?
Oh, cross at the back post, and Scotty McTominay. That is what he does. Oh, and we're sending it through for Ousmane Dembele. What? Ballon d'Or winner couldn't convert that 1v1? Can we not? Can we not concede? Can we not concede? Oh, Juan Garcia. That's why he's my goalkeeper of the year. Bro, McTominay is actually insane. He's actually insane. Oh, the mix sauce is unreal. Ousmane Dembele. Now, surely he's got to score this. There you go. And Rafinha's just made a crazy run, and what a finish. You guys thought I was going to discard my team of the year? Absolutely not. My team of the year has secured the win. And that means I don't have to discard anyone. Now, if you enjoyed this video, why not watch me make my World Cup group stage predictions? Click here.